Oh, now I can't talk about my credit card information. God damn it. I was going to tell you, guys, my social security number in musical song form. What the hell?
Dang it, I need to stop the stream now so that we can listen to that. Oh,
yeah.
Crap.
All right, so okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I can steal my identity.
Yeah,
run away to Cuba.
Hello everyone, and we're doing something a little interesting today, because I like to talk about TV shows, and I like to talk about movies and all these kind of like fun conversations that come from it. So we're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
And the topic is going to be She-Ra.
Yeah.
The 2015? 2018 She-Ra.
I was gonna say, excuse me.
Oh, hello, Sunny, and hello, Castle of Dragons.
Greetings. What is up?
I like how we both cannot say hello. You're like, hello, mortals.
Hello, mortals.
It is us. Today.
Yeah. So
Christmas.
We're talking about She-Ra because the whole He-Man thing is coming out like a week ago, and we wanted to try this stuff. So yeah. Oh, and hello, Hop on Pop.
Oh, greetings, Hop.
Yeah, we got Hop on Pop. Okay, proper stream now. We've got the pop.
Yeah, it's a pop.
We can now have a pop since we have
number song.
It can begin.
Since we have Hop on Pop.
Yes! Yes!
Life will commence now.
So if you can't tell, joining me today is Bellarenti and Kat.
That's me! Why'd I do the voice? I instantly regretted the voice.
I love the voice. Do it more.
Wow.
Because out of the Fantastic Four, only 3 of us have watched She-Ra.
Yeah, I killed Sunny, so she couldn't be in the stream. She's dead.
Oh, sorry.
I murdered her. It
had to be done.
I asked Sunny a couple of questions about She-Ra, and the answers were so wrong, I might do a video on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just have like the wiki printed out in a different, just in a different room, and just interrogate her.
A little bit, just like, okay, tell me who this character is.
That's George Washington.
Clearly,
yeah. Basically, hey, who's Catra? Oh, that's the cat girl.
Yeah, that's
my halfway
picture.
there. That's just, internally, it's fine.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah, by the way,
no one look at me, over me.
Yeah, okay, so, how we're gonna get this started is we're gonna talk a little bit of how we kind of feel about the show. So, who wants to go first?
Belle.
Oh, did you say me or...
I said who wants to go first, and Kat just put you, like, on the spot.
Because I will gladly go first.
You are on the spot. Go ahead. Go.
All right. So quite frankly, I was not a huge fan of season 3 and the last one. But other than that, I was a really big fan of just how well written it was and just how adorable it was. Overall, I had some characters that I was not a fan of, but it was a really good show in my opinion. I was really glad that it was, lesbians.
Glad it was
the entire cast.
Literally, I was like, oh, good, lesbians.
Yes,
my time has come. I was so stoked.
Okay.
So, how does everybody else feel about it?
Kat, I'm throwing you under the spotlight now since you threw Bellarenti.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rude.
I'm a very easy in terms of film and movies and video games, I'm a very easy person to please. But even I had things I did not like. And, like, not to bum it out, but it's like, okay, you could have taken... It kind of felt like they were trying to take two shows and put it into one a little bit, like, keep the plot and, like, all these different, in cement things about the original show, and then sprinkle on some 2018 magic onto it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's hard when it's making a remake, because then people will just say, oh, it's just them trying to capitalize on it again. Kind of like Disney remakes. They suck. I mean, I will never look at The Lion King ever again, because they all look the goddamn same. I mean, it's too real.
It's a little bit too much.
It's like, what is... Anyway,
Yeah, so, for me, I throughout basically almost every season, I was liking some parts, but it always disappointed me in the end. Like, after every season, I'm like, oh, God, I wish they did this, or, oh, you really messed up on this. And it was like, you tried, but you could just never succeed. And
there is a lot. I agree with that.
Yeah, there's some plot points that I wish they like had actually gone into, and then there's like plot points that they like dropped altogether.
Oh yeah, that was my main thing. Like, they'll introduce a character and then they exist for 20 minutes and then they never talk about them ever again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, Christ. I mean, we can go right. By the way, spoilers for anyone who has not seen the show.
Oh yeah. This is a huge. Like, we're just gonna spout things. Please realize that
there will be no filter. It is all spoiler
we
territory.
Are so sorry. Yeah.
The air filter is broken. We couldn't go to Home Depot because it's raining too hard and get a new filter for the air purifier. That's how.
Do you understand how much rain there was? It was so much. We couldn't do it, guys. I'm sorry.
There's no filtrage.
So just if we're talking about characters that like picked up and dropped and just went, let's talk about Glimmer's dad.
Yeah, he was like, well, JK, he wasn't dead or whatever.
Like we start off to see like the whole show. Glimmer's dad is dead.
Yeah,
and
that's like,
it is like
Disney.
So
cool.
It is so devastating for her. And then like it was, I think, the end of season 3. They bring him back.
No, okay. I've been meaning to talk about this because when the portal opens and everything, and everybody was like seeing everything, and then like the dad was like, "Wait, honey, I'm not," and then like he like evaporated into basically thin fucking air. I was like, I looked at that and I was like, oh, they're not gonna do it, are they? They are not gonna bring that bitch back from the dead, are they? I was like, do not do this.
Like he should have stayed dead, and
should have stayed.
And, like, even though they brought him back, like, they did nothing with him. Like, I was watching season 4 just being like, okay, come on, talk with your daughter. Let's see a scene with you talking with your daughter.
No, because Glitter kept avoiding everything, and I was like, listen, every once in a while it's okay to avoid your parents, but this is fucking ridiculous, man.
Like, this is for plot. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like, you thought your dad was dead. I mean, if I thought my dad was dead and then all of a sudden he comes back, I'd be fucking crying.
I'd be so much in shock. Are you serious?
Like,
speak to the man.
Yeah. Like,
and I do have a thing to say about the whole Micah, his dad coming back. No, Micah as the dad coming back.
Yeah.
It gave me like big what was it? How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2 vibes. Where spoilers for those, where they just kind of swapped out parents. It's like, okay, Glimmer's mom is dead. See ya, bring in the dad. It's like, have one dead, both alive. Just pick one.
No, I was
like, oh man,
choose?
she doesn't have any parental figures. Well, heck. Not like half the characters already don't have parental figures. Why does she need them? And like, why did you give her
point?
Yeah, it was just like, this provided nothing.
But I'll say,
if Adora and everything got her parents back during that time, that would have been an appropriate moment.
I wish they expanded on that. They're just like,
my God, yes.
Or whatever.
Just everything about, like, I know, here's the thing. I know they didn't have the rights to any of the characters from He-Man's show, but, like, come on. You could have done something with, like...
anything.
Anything. All we know of them is that they were this, like, mysterious race of people that were trying to stop Hordak. Like,
right.
No, not even Hordak. Horde Prime. We can get to that guy.
Watching the whole show, I never understood the first one. It was like, okay, so it's like these ancient people. So it's like there's always like the theme of ancient people. It's like they know less than you because they're from the past. That's
the
like
first one, they always hated that.
1820s doctor, what anesthesia is like, oh yeah, that's injecting cocaine directly into the spinal fluid. It's like, why are you trusting?
They didn't know anything. Oh my god, it was so ridiculous.
Let's find some iPad Generation 3s. Like,
yeah, here have this magical land, but also we have iPads.
Oh no, because the planet was literally a giant fucking android, and I was like, "Are you serious? This is where we're going with this?" I hated. Can I just say, like, speaking of like characters and everything like that, I hated Entrapta. I loved her, and I quickly grew to despise her. I'm so sorry, but
I love her. She's adorable.
Entrapta is one of those. Entrapta is one of those weird characters where it's like, I love the character type, but oh my god, and the shipping with Hordak, I hated that.
Never understood that, and I hated it. It was like, what?
Dude, I thought it was cute that they were like brother sister type of thing, or like mom or like dad and like that type of. I thought it was really cute that they were friends. But like when she was so excited to get like a lab partner, I think I was just really hoping it would stay lab partner, like, you know?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, all of this happens, and I was like, what?
Everything went into shipping territory.
I was gonna say a lot of things were motivated by like love and love interests.
Yeah,
which would have been perfect if we didn't.
Something else.
Yeah, like I mean, it's the power of friendship.
Yeah, listen, the whole show is about the power of
shipping. It's the power of friendship.
Right, literally the friendship. We all fucking glow rainbows. Can we knock it off now?
Yeah. Season 1 thing where they knocked away like the
wave, the tidal wave.
Just put in a rainbow wave. It's like, you gotta be kidding me with this, right?
Oh,
that's an oil spill.
That's so, like, friendship is magic that My Little Pony saw that and like, nah, fam, we're good. We're good here.
Like,
we've done it. We've been there. We've done that, and we've definitely have killed more of our villains than you have.
Oh my god, yeah. No, yeah.
When My Little Pony can claim that they're more butch than you, you have a problem.
Listen, I thought, like, you know, I thought it was okay that, you know, what's her name? Adora left. I couldn't remember the main character. I thought it was a good idea that, like, Adora left, like, the horde and everything. What I hated was Catra's response to it. She became my all-time number one, like, least favorite person in the entire world when she just kept being like, Adora, hey Adora, and then was like, what did she say? She said some like dumb shit like, it's always like you have to, or like I have to go with you, and like stuff like that. And I'm like, no, Adora is genuinely just wanting you to come with her, and you over here being like a spoiled brat, being like, never loved me. Mommy never loved anybody. Leave her alone. God.
Oh, yeah, but that's the thing. Catra was one of my favorite characters, so absolutely, how dare you? I will actually murder you in your sleep. But it was because of like she was like not the favorite child out of all the randos, and like the other cadets. I think were they called cadets?
Yeah, they're cadets.
They're
foster kids basically at the fright zone, like the lizard guy, and then the small wimpy blonde one.
Kyle, I love Kyle.
Oh my god, the Kyle squad.
He's my favorite.
And then the girl that I low-key want to be as a human being, because she's just like a precious human being.
She was awesome.
Why were they there?
I know.
I think they were there.
That was another thing that I absolutely hated. Every single time the Kyle squad like showed up, I'm like, yay, do something. They did one episode with them. And they only talked about Catra, a little bit about Adora. I think like one line about Adora. but like,
Mhm.
would that not come up in conversation? Hey, the person that we kind of looked up to just abandoned us.
Yeah, that was pretty
No-
weird. Anyway, let's talk about her love interest. Like,
No,
Yeah.
because like the thing was, every time there was only one moment where I thought they were gonna get like in deep with like their character, and it was when Adora was like trapped, as she usually is,
Yeah.
and they were all together, and like she was like, "Why are you doing this?" And then she goes, "Why are we doing this? You are our friends." And like I thought they were gonna go into the story being like, "Oh, they were friends," and showing us background and everything, and that never happened.
Yeah. Like,
it's
I mean,
like, not even.
come on, people, come on. Just give us something. Give us something good here.
Yeah, there was one moment, like one scene-ish, where I forget most of these things because my brain is as useful as a train station toilet paper,
That's why I sent you the wiki.
which is not.
Which is not very useful.
It is not useful. It's useful if you want to throw something at someone.
That's true.
But there was like acid rain or something, and they had to lend each other their
Oh yeah,
coats
the
to go
acid
and get
pollen.
something.
Oh,
The pollen,
yeah.
that's what it was. I love that scene because there's like characters we know absolutely nothing about
Yeah.
are like working together as a team and like sacrificing. Like I think Kyle got like burned by it or something.
Yeah,
And
Kyle,
like, them actually working together. That was good.
like they
I
were
was always
stuck
so sad
there,
for
and
Kyle. Yeah.
they were stuck there. They had to get out, and they were kind of procrastinating. And then Kyle just puts on the helmet, goes out there, and tries to fix it. And they're watching it like, we have to go and do something. They go out.
Because I loved it because it was finally a scene where they didn't bully Kyle. Like it was finally a scene where where we realized that that was like their relationship with Kyle. Like it was genuine love and affection, but it was also him being like bullied constantly. Like it was just how it was with them, and like they all loved and respected Kyle, but we couldn't see that because of how little we ever saw them.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
wish
think
they
that
showed
kind
more
of
stuff like
comes.
that.
It kind of comes with the fault of having a show with so many characters.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
so
right,
many of them just kind
definitely.
of like fall to the side. Like Perfuma,
100%.
Perfuma, we hardly
It showed up
see.
like twice.
Yeah,
She had like a whole relationship with Bo. Whatever happened to that?
Yeah, I
I
was like,
so
I don't know.
confused.
I don't
Were they
know. They
just
never did
buds?
anything with it. And then you
Were
have
they just buds?
Frosta, that like season 1 Frosta I kind of liked, and then season 2, she's like a bratty child. I'm like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
She's following Glimmer like some sort of just like I was like, what? Go away, go away. You're not important anymore. Go away.
Yeah, I love and hated Frost's character because she's a child, and they got that way too well. Because he's like, okay, without other influences, I have this under control. That's like season 1. She's presenting herself, she's in control, and then the second there's people she can mimic, she's iPad kid, and she won't leave you alone, and she wants to ask you to help her with a 4th grade science project.
Right, and she's following you around, being like, "Look how awesome I am," and like wanting like the respect from Glimmer. And I'm just like, "Listen, kid."
The dragon's character of herself. Like, what are you guys trying to get out here?
I thought they were gonna make her a strong, independent kid that's like, like hardcore and is like, yeah, like I never had parents. Look at me. Like I thought she was gonna be like good. Nope. I don't know what the hell you turned into.
You could have done the character where it's the child that now has to take on the responsibility before Glimmer has to do the child that has to take on the responsibility. And that would have been such a good dynamic then between the two. Because that could have related.
Thing.
Yeah, Frosta was like, it felt like, the movie Home Alone?
Yeah.
It felt like, her character went from the end of the movie backwards. Like, he went, Calvin McAllister went and got himself groceries. Spoilers for that movie. It's good. Go watch it. It's lovely. And then he's like, taking care of things in his own house and doing his laundry and all that stuff. And then when his family gets home, he's completely dependent. Yeah. And that was like her character exactly. And it's like, you could have just had this really cool kid ruler. And why was she a kid ruler? Are her parents dead? Were there no parents at all? Is there
no, their
no
parents were dead. No, her parents literally died. Like
her parents are dead.
Like, literally
she has no parents. This child is an orphan.
They didn't have any older children or brothers or sisters or uncles of the adults. They really had that small of a royal family.
Apparently not.
Yeah, because like if they did, they clearly didn't trust them enough to like put them in the position of power. They clearly trusted a kid rather than
Yeah.
anything else.
Well, she was a princess
Here,
of
9-year-old.
power.
I know
Yeah,
she was a
apparently
princess.
That's the name of the show.
Yeah. Apparently, princesses are, and that's like another topic that I hear like a lot of people talk about. Princesses, if you're ruling a place, you're a goddamn queen. Queen
Yeah.
it up.
Or like a baroness or empress or something.
Or
Now,
an empress. You're not a
Something,
princess
like-
anymore. Own up to it. There is only one queen in the entire show.
she gets killed off.
Yeah, literally. I was
Yeah.
like, there's only one queen.
Why?
One
And,
queen,
like-
and that's like another thing that I hated about Glimmer is her reaction with her mother. Is like,
Dude, Glimmer
like,
can go
well-
suck a dick. I was so over her.
Wow.
I
Rude.
No, I agree. I hate Glimmer.
Dude, I
Glimmer
was
is-
so over her. The whole like, oh, I can't tell my mom. Oh, I shouldn't do this. Oh my god, I hate my
Mhm.
mom. Oh my god, my mom, my mom, my mom. I'm like, shut up. Your mom actually cares about you. Go do something with your life. You're fine. You live.
Your
Get
mom
out.
cares about your well-being and doesn't want to see you hurt. So,
Literally, when her powers were like glitching and everything, the mom's only response was, "Are you okay? How did this happen? We'll fix this together, honey." That was
Yeah.
her only response. Not, "I can't believe you did this." Not anything that she thought was going to happen. It was just, "Let me help you." I could not believe her.
which is the proper response. But
Right?
like,
I was like, "Glimmer, get your shit together."
and it's like at no point is she ever a problematic mother.
No, she was
She's
always
like-
the perfect one. I was like, "Good, thank
Yeah.
you."
She's a
She
great
did things
mother.
logically and with reason.
Yeah, to like the point where she's like basically decides to, and once again, spoiler territory for whoever's like showing up late. She like
It's too late now. The
Yeah.
spoilers have already happened and will continue until
She
the day
like-
I die.
They will continue.
sacrifices herself for everyone, and now it's like Glimmer.
And then she didn't realize her immature child has to go and rule one of the largest kingdoms in the land.
Yeah,
She's like, I'm saving everybody. Oh, shit.
and
Oh,
now
I just love my daughter.
yeah, and
Like,
then
oh,
now
no.
Glimmer cares. Now Glimmer cares that like about that, but it's almost
Yeah, and-
never about like the right thing. They never talk about any fond memories that Glimmer has. It's always guilting Adora because she's dead and she didn't save her.
My
Yeah.
mommy's gone. You didn't save her. Oh shit! Was that my responsibility? I'm sorry. I thought I was supposed to be saving Etheria. I'm sorry. What?
Like, oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that was
like-
my thing. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I thought that, my job was to, try and stop, the horde from spreading out. And,
Unite the entire galaxy. That's fine.
Yeah.
No. I'll save your mom too. Don't worry. Nobody look at me. It's fine. I got this.
Like, no. I'm fine. I don't have any other emotional barriers stopping me from doing really important things like ruling a kingdom.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. You go be lazy.
No, it's cool, guys. Really, go ahead. Go do your thing. Our thing. Adora, you poor sad sap. What? What?
oh my God. And,
And like
She always looks
expanding
out.
on the Glimmer thing, like I know it's like the first episode. It was kind of like her in her not like the first couple episodes where they introduced Bo.
yeah.
That
Yes.
like dynamic of an outside force and then like kind of princess like locked up and have to follow these rules. I love that dynamic because
And-
it's so like how did that start? And the start of that relationship would have been incredible to see.
And we never see it.
Because we never see it. We get like 20 minutes of Bo's backstory with his dad's and the historian. Where the hell are his other what do you have 11 siblings?
Yeah, dude,
It
we
was
love
like,
that.
yeah,
and
he's
not-
coming from like this huge family. He has
And there's
what?
no evidence of that. They
Yeah.
they live in a library.
But the thing is, I always love to think that Bo clearly he told us that he ran away. So I'd love to think that Bo ran into the kingdom. Glimmer saw him and was just kind of like, "Hey, you really
be
good
my
with archery?
friend,
You want to
dude?"
help? You want to help protect me?" And then immediately that he was just like, "Yes," because he's always a really trusting, friendly person. He got
Yeah.
Adora and him to be friends immediately. So
Yeah. And I feel like
Honestly,
like
if
Bo
it
was
wasn't
such
for
a
Bo,
wasted
probably none of. Honestly, let's just put this in perspective. If it wasn't for Bo, none of this would have happened.
Dude, if it wasn't for Bo, nobody would be anywhere. Like,
yeah. Glimmer just, sucks as everything. Adora probably would have never have, like, seen the Horde in the new light that,
no.
if it wasn't for Bo.
And because, like, the thing is, time after time again, he was always, like, with Adora, and he was like, he goes, is this what they taught you? Like, do you really think this is what we, like, are we the bad guys here? And Adora was always like, bullshit, no. And then she finally realized that after talking to Bo, and then being like, yeah, you're right. Like, this wasn't what I was taught. This is what I thought about you guys. And then,
Yeah.
That's interesting because I thought the exact opposite. I really felt that Bo was just such a pat on the back, like, wasted character. Because he's just, like, pretty much happy all the time, and, like, everyone's my friend, everything's going great. And then, like, oh, I have this basically not that tragic backstory. Like, oh, I'm from this loving family that ended up not really caring that I wanted to be a warrior at all. They were just like, oh, okay. So it's like, what is your character other than that?
What I loved most about his character, because he was a nice contradiction to all the gloom that was going on in my head. That's what I liked most about him.
So
yeah, it's like,
I will say this: it feels like they treated him like the writers definitely kind of treated him like a kind of throwaway character. But like when you look more into it, like he is the glue of everything. And one of the things that I did really like is in season 3, they had Bo just break down because he couldn't fix the friendship.
Yeah, that was like, oh no, Mike, the one thing I've done. No.
He's like, the one thing I've got here, man. You guys are ruining it.
Yeah, and oh god, I'm blanking on his name. The sea captain there.
Oh, Seahawk.
Seahawk, yeah.
I was gonna say Floyd.
Floyd.
Floyd the ship man.
Floyd the ship man. We all know him.
No, like
I loved him.
And how I love Seahawk. He's just like one of those once again characters they just didn't do enough with.
Yeah, he was like a good throwaway character.
He just wanted everyone to think he was cool, and I always felt so bad because I did, and I could never tell him.
Yeah.
Because he's not real.
I know, I was always like, you're so cool, man, it's okay.
I love the songs.
Yes! The sea shanties!
It's one of those things where, like, he's a character that's really kind of dorky and definitely is, like, thinks way more of himself than he actually is. But he pulls it off in such a fun way. That it's just fun to watch him, like, set his, like, ship on fire and ram it into things. Or just, like, break into a sea shanty. It's just, like...
Yeah, his character was a lot of, like, what?
Yeah.
Like, not like a what, like, bad, but, like, laughing, like, a what goes into laughing.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah, I've lit my ship on fire, what was, like 3 times? It's like, how do you do that in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah. By the way, guys,
he softened up a lot of it.
So Sunny is in the chat.
Oh, hello, Sunny.
And
hi.
And by the way, chat guys, I do know that we're not like acknowledging you guys a lot because
we think we're much better.
We're in depth. No,
we love you, chat. We love you, chat. But like we're like going into a lot of stuff at like right now. But
no, I want us to look like we're self-absorbed.
Sunny said something that
over Twitter.
It is just one of those Sunny moments. She says, "Oh, is Bo the one hiding the bow or holding the bow?"
Sunny.
Yes, he is.
Sunny.
You beautiful child, yes.
Sunny, we love you. We all love you. But yes, Bo is the guy with the bow.
He has the bow and arrows. Good. You're learning.
Yeah. And I feel like I always have like this major thing for like character names, especially when they bring in the parents also. You can't just tell me that after having 10 kids or however other siblings that Bo had, his dad's looked at him when he was born like, we're gonna name him Bo and expect him to be a historian.
No, literally.
Work out.
I was like, what did you expect your kid to be? what did you think?
That's like me, like me and whoever I marry is being doctors. Like, we're gonna look at this child and name you construction. You're gonna go. You're gonna be a great doctor. Like, what?
Literally.
Yeah, I mean, definitely one of the big things of the show as well is it kind of falls into that funny territory of we're gonna name our characters after like either a certain attribute of what they physically look like or what they are like wielding.
Like every female character has to have the fact that she's a female in it. Like She-Ra. Are you serious right now?
Okay.
She-Ra?
Okay, to be fair, He-Man.
Literally. I'm
True.
so over things. But literally every female character has to have their name in it. Oh, I'm a girl, so I must name myself She-Ra.
So unfortunately, that's a characteristic of like old 80s like cartoons like that. I mean,
but it's cute.
It's kind of adorable from back then, but we definitely like nowadays kind of expect a little bit higher quality when it comes down to naming our characters.
Yeah,
I wanted at least like something.
Yeah, and like I just imagined when they introduced the names of the first episode, and it was established that Catra was not like the favorite child, and Adora was like the golden child. They're like, we'll name her Adora, and what about this one? A cat, Catra, Adora, Catra.
I was like, where did I know she's a cat and everything, but like.
Yeah.
She felt like the second child when they just scrambled the letters for the name. They're like, I'm tired. I just had to just name her Frank.
Yeah, and which I'm gonna bring this into the dangerous shipping territory. I hate Catra and Adora being shipped together because of one thing. And it's something that everyone has basically said. They're basically siblings.
Oh yeah, we talked about this. I never thought about it like that before.
And it's like, this feels so wrong.
Yeah, and they never establish who the biological parents are, and they're just like, oh, they're in space or whatever. They can't prove that they were not siblings.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know if that... I mean, I don't think they had any of that in, like, the 80s cartoon. I'm pretty sure they did that because...
Definitely not in, like, the 80s one. That would have been like, you are done. You're canceled on the 80s version of Twitter.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're canceled on MySpace.
Pack your bags.
Yeah. It was so... And you know what? Every single time I bring this up to, like, a lot of other She-Ra fans... They're all like, no, you're wrong. You're just, one of those cysts. And it's like, no, look at this, like, interaction with everything. Like,
yeah, because they talk to the other cadets like siblings.
Hordak is the disapproving father in the shadows. And, like, Shadow Weaver is the disapproving mother. They're raised
clearly has favorites.
Yeah, they're raised basically like siblings. Including the fact that, like...
It's your bet.
Adora was basically told to watch after Catra. The same way a mother would tell their, like, oldest child, watch after the younger one.
Little Timmy in first day at school.
Yeah.
Like, literally, make sure your brother doesn't get hurt. That's what was going on the entire seasons.
Yeah, like, almost every season. And every single time they, like, put a little bit of shippiness between them, it felt kind of gross. Like, are we really diving into this?
It's the touch. Don't worry about it. Shoot.
The tango. The first season tango.
Up. I was so over the tango. I was like, do not dip her. Do not dip her. You fucking dipped her. You're so ridiculous. I was like, what is this? What is this? And like, that's the moment I knew that they were going to end up together. And that's the moment I was so over it. I was like, are you serious? Because I was so rooting for Scorpia. I was so rooting for Scorpia.
Scorpio, I loved her, but sometimes she was a little much.
That's why I loved her. She reminded me of me. I was like, I love you so much. Sometimes I want you in my life. So, I am a bit much. And Scorpio would understand that.
Chat is putting out there, OG She-Ra came out after He-Man to show the girls that they can be empowered too. And I kind of want to add on to that too. No, I want to add on to that too, because I did do a little bit of research.
Research? Ooh, look at you.
So,
once again.
like, I kind of wanted to know a bit more about the show I was watching, so I did a little looking. Apparently, original She-Ra was going to be incredibly feminine to match the Barbie molds.
Oh, I would slap the creators right in their ding dong.
It wasn't the creators. It was, I think it was Mattel at the time. Because they
save money.
Yeah, they want to make the money. Here's the thing. In the 80s, a lot of shows were put out there to do toy sales. Like,
you can
if you look up like the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they will write the show episodes around the toys that had like come out.
Oh yeah, there's like really early Disney movies. You can really see that, like the sudden onset of random quirky side characters.
Yeah,
where it's like they don't really need to exist. Where it's like, come on.
Well, here's the thing: they realized that the side characters, the quirky side characters, like made them money.
Yeah,
so we're gonna shove in as many as we can.
They killed the story.
Yeah.
Listen, side characters, in my opinion, they're always the best. There's no one out there that's the worst. I love all side characters. I love them so much.
Phil, I need to introduce you to Black Cauldron.
Oh, get away from me.
Not before, but I don't remember it. And I'm sad that I don't remember it.
But like to what I was saying, like the original show people like had to fight for She-Ra to look and be like He-Man.
Listen, I was so thrilled with She-Ra's design.
So
can I just say I was so thrilled because I was like, oh yes! Look how muscular! I was so obsessed. Yeah. I was like, they're tall, they're muscular. Are you serious? This is an woman's dream. Dude, I was like, look, it's actually real. It's built like a real one.
You're one of the real ones. You're just talking it to a doll in the Target aisle.
I've just triggered Sunny because she's actually from the Black Cauldron.
Oh no!
So hey, girl, I think you guys should probably watch that because that might be the next episode that we do is Black Cauldron.
Right. Well then, all right, time to catch up.
It's a movie, so it'll be like a quick watch for you guys. It's I think an hour and a half long or something.
That's time to do something with my life.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
watch movie.
Getting back into She-Ra, season 4.
Shut up. We don't.
I don't remember any of it.
Shut up.
I honestly do not remember any of it.
No, that's why we don't speak of it. Nobody liked it. Shut up.
It is without a doubt the worst season of She-Ra. It's like once again we want to talk about characters that don't work, never come up again, and of course the always horrible shipping.
Oh.
I can only say this. There is one thing that I like about season 4.
God, what?
That it ended.
That it ended?
I liked Natasha coming in.
I love their dynamic, even though it was for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, the stuff with Natasha, I was legit like, oh my god, I do feel sorry for you. Because her mission, and she didn't go out and cry about it. She became so goal-oriented on this. Her mission was to save her goddamn girlfriend, and she was gonna do it.
She was so fucking epic. I can't even. Like, literally, I think she actually was the only thing that I enjoyed about it. Never mind. Bring back season 4 for a quick second. She was the only thing I enjoyed.
Yeah. I mean, that was, like, the best part of season 4 was just watching this woman be like, screw the world, my girlfriend.
Heck you, I need to go be gay.
Not even screw the world, but, like, the world is ending, but I'm going to do my damn best to, like, not only save all you guys, but, like, prime, like, directive is girlfriend.
Yes, I was so happy that she actually stood to, like, what like she a real human being. Unlike She-Ra.
And that they finally gave her a character, too. After, like, 3 seasons, we just had her, like, in the background. Like,
and I love
season 1, they,
like,
yeah, like, season 1, they actually, like, teased about it. Like, you know, hey, you guys do realize we're here too to help. And then
Yeah,
season 2 and 3 hardly do anything like with her. And then season 4, out of the blue, here's Natasha being like a badass. Like, why? Why couldn't you do this more?
Clearly, because that's too much. I don't know. I was just so stoked for her to even be there. I was like, yes, thank you for genuinely saving your girlfriend and like not really caring about what everybody else was doing. You're not here for them.
Yeah.
It's on your time.
Right, exactly. It's not on theirs. Get away. We're not here for you. We're here for her. Get away.
Yeah.
Get out! Out of my house!
We're not here for you!
I will kick you out of my house with my own feet!
If
Yes.
I have to.
That's just a specific threat.
With my own bare feet.
With my own...
But then again, that's also the only good thing that I can say about season 4. I could rant about season 4.
Wait, this is a little bit me filling in. Like, was season 4 the one with, the Crimson Waste?
No, season 4 is the one where they're now in space.
In space.
That's the one with,
Whereas,
Horde
like,
Prime. That's the
one.
Oh,
yeah!
Yeah, creepy Horde guy with, like, the multiple eyes.
Okay, I feel like the second I saw Horde Prime, I think I audibly said, "That's what daddy issues look like." I think I audibly said that because I remember like a big character being introduced in that, but I just forgot who. So like, you look like you are nothing but emotional issues shoved into a weird 6-foot-tall alien boy with 20 eyes.
No.
Yep,
Here's
your
the
daddy
thing.
issues.
Horde Prime wasn't. He was the cause of the daddy issues.
Yes.
Like Horde himself, like spent like all of his time trying to impress the one person who will never be impressed.
Right.
Like,
I was like, stop it, knock it off, you're fine. Jesus.
Oh my Primble stamps. And also,
I hate people who try to impress. Like, oh my god, every character that was like, I need my dad, my mom. I was always like, you're fine.
You just got killed off. You don't need to impress your mom anymore.
Right, I was like, you're literally the queen. Are you serious?
I mean, if we're talking about trying to like impress, let's talk then about Scorpia. Who like,
listen,
I despised her.
Who spent so much time trying to impress Catra. And honestly, for the longest time, I was definitely in the shipping party with those two.
Listen, that was possibly one of my favorite ships out there. I was so desperate for them to like, I was like, please catch it, like, notice, she's really not gonna leave you. And then I was like, fuck, I hate you, Catra. I'm so mad. Because she never cared about anything but Adora. I was so pissed off.
Yeah.
God, I love, like, literally, Scorpia is 100% me. I will throw myself at somebody if I genuinely think I need to be with them. 100%. Honestly, you will see it eventually. Come here. You will see.
Scorpia, Scorpia is also one of those characters that was too nice to be in the Horde.
Oh, I was so upset. Well, the thing was, she was used to be a princess.
Want to be with the other princesses or whatever.
Yeah. She always wanted to be with the other princesses, and then Catra manipulates and Hordak manipulates, and
Yeah, the thing with Scorpia is like there was no backstory. You see her room, and there's a picture of her two moms. They never expand on that, and that's been eating away at my soul. It's like, where's their kingdom? Is there like more Scorpion people? Is there more like what was her life before this? Is everyone else as nice, or is she just like weird because of some whatever trauma or something? She's like a people pleaser. There was nothing. She was just like, you want some tea, friend. It's like,
I mean, that's another kind of problem with the show. Like, I mean, with some of these background characters, you kind of guess where they're from, but then you're also like, okay. We have, like, Scorpia and Mermista, and we never see other people who are like them. And it's like, where are these other people?
Well, because we saw Mermista's people, like, we saw, like, her, like, where, like, her kingdom is and everything. But I think they just... Murdered. Yeah, literally. We just kind of saw that, and then I think we all just collectively assumed that was it. That was the final thing. They all just had the same power. And then death. It's...
And they just Control deleted them. It's fine.
Like, I don't know. I thought it would be interesting to be like, hey, here's a kingdom of people that can also turn into fish people. That's kind of a cool idea. Hey, here's a kingdom of scorpion people. Hey, that's a really cool idea. But we never see any other people like that. But we then also see a ton of lizard people all over the place. And there's no lizard princess. There's no princess that's like close to like where like this is like.
And I would have loved to see more lizard people. I thought he was adorable.
Yeah, that's the thing I never understood, because there's like humans and then half humans and then animals, like kind of bipedally animal people. And it's like, oh, there's like, okay, that's the current population. What were the ancient ones like? Were they just like these, like, which were they?
They were basically humans.
And then how did the animals get into it? Was one guy like really weird?
Oh no, let's not do that.
What the hell happened? You can't just sprinkle in magical people.
I would like to say that, like, you know, like Adora being like human and everything, right, in everybody else's eyes, and then turning into She-Ra is just like the kitchen staff that like came out of Bumfuck. What happened to them? I was rooting for them. I was like,
honestly think
we've
seen them. We've seen them like one time afterwards as like freaking refugees.
Yeah, like, what happened?
Like,
I was like, what happened to you guys?
Yeah, like, hello, can we like go back to this here? You introduced, and like, and like, this is one of the biggest problems with the show is they introduce so many characters, and we want to know like at least a little bit like what happened here, and they go nowhere with it. But like, and I can think of another show that's like this. I don't know if you guys watch Star Wars Clone Wars.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Star Wars Clone Wars has 1 million characters in it. And they do something with all those characters. You see them, you love them, you watch them die. And it's like, it's a war, honey. People die. It's Star Wars, not Star Happy Flowers and Butterflies. Cheap, cheap.
No, I thought it was a galaxy battle.
Yeah, it is a galaxy battle where people die.
Galaxy battle with space friends.
With space friends, we all get
like the uncle that pretends to understand what the kids are into. You know, my favorite movie, shoots in Super Mario ladders.
Yeah,
shoots in Super Mario.
You know,
like,
you know, put it.
Yeah, but that show had, I think, more characters in it than She-Ra did, and they did more with it.
Well, that's because I think the creator genuinely wanted all his characters to be like heard and like shit I think like they were full on being like, I actually want these to be well planned and well like whatever, compared to like She-Ra that was completely focused on Adora and Glitter and Bo and Catra, like, and that was about it.
Yeah, and I feel like the character suffered because it was kind of more targeted to be a kid's show. So they just had to be like, oh, the main character has to be this absolutely kind of morally perfect, and the villain has to be this absolutely evil to kind of give kids a representation of good and evil.
Yeah.
But then they never expanded on anyone else.
Well, I was also really bummed because Hordax really, like, I felt like Entrapta was really, really getting to him. Like, I really thought he was going to change, and he didn't completely in my head. I was...
Okay, I mean, but that's another thing that also is Hordak being, like, redeemed. You can't redeem that, like, fully. At most, you can make him stop and then put him away somewhere.
Yeah, but if bad guy shed.
Like, at most, you could give him the Napoleon treatment if he decides to surrender. But, like, no, he doesn't. And he, like, ruins everything. And so at the end of the show, you see, like, Hordak and Entrapta kind of, like, together. And it's, you know, definitely implied that, you know, they're going to be together, like, forever now. But, like, you can't even do that because there's no way the entire population of that planet will be like, yeah, okay, we won't crucify the person that destroyed all of our lives.
Yeah, you want to go to brunch tomorrow?
literally, like, okay, here's the thing. I don't know if any of you have ever seen Wander Over Yonder, but
A little bit.
Pardon me?
one of my all-time favorite shows, and the bad guy, his name is Hader, right? Lord Hader.
Yeah.
And like the seasons, mind you, everybody's gonna be huge spoilers, so cover your ears.
He's a hater.
So Hader basically becomes, Wander's friends, and like they save the galaxy together and stuff like that. And he's redeemed because he is not really, throughout the show, he isn't really like a bad guy. But this show, Hordax was a bad guy. Like he sucked the air out of Catra. He tried to kill everybody hundreds of times. Like this was a bad guy. I was so pissed off. And like the thing was, I was like, maybe he could have redeemed himself when Entrapta first met him, and like he could have redeemed himself from there. But he literally had no chance of redeeming himself after everything he did. Like, he could have stopped once Entrapta was like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be so whatever. And then he could have stopped, but he continued and was a huge dick about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really liked Hordak as a character, even when he went to Big Dad upstairs, Hordak, and they just, like, took all the evil out of him and made him just like, hello, I am Friend Robot. Well,
yeah, basically.
Would you like to play today? Would you like to play Solitaire or Solitaire? I hated, like, before and after and during. I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. What was he, too evil? You needed to water it down?
I mean, like...
I don't get it.
Character.
Horde Prime is, like, definitely, like, at first was kind of a fun, like, evil, like, the evil. But you didn't have to, like, just destroy what made Hordak the villain of 3 seasons Hordak. I mean, it was kind of a nice way to kind of show what, like, was going to end up happening to Catra. But, like, you just kind of just, like, destroyed interest in, like, your main villain of so many seasons.
In my head, he was a well-put villain, because he did not care about anybody. Yeah. I was so stoked. And then all of a sudden, Entrapta came, and I was like, I hate you. Get out of here. And she came, and I was like, okay, cool. All right, she's here. They're bonding. That's great. And then she kind of just continued bonding. And I was like, okay, you can stop now. It's okay. You can stop now. Stop now. Stop it.
Stop. No.
Stop. Just stay with the brother-sister type relationship here. Just stay with the friend relationship here. Don't kiss.
Please. Dude, I was like continuously. I was just like, please leave each other alone. Just be friends. Friends. We can all just be friends. It could be a thing. Yeah. Oh my god.
No.
I think She-Ra definitely fell victim to the shipping. The shipping plague.
It made everyone gay, which, I mean, I'm not opposed to. But
here's my thing with representation, and I do feel like I need to say this. I'm bi. So I love seeing representation. I love to see, people who are like me on screen. But when you decide to make everyone gay...
That's the issue.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, now it's not like, oh, that's representation. It's just the standard.
This is now like, just
okay, it's not special because it's everybody.
Yeah. And, like, the person who, like, you end up deciding to make them, like, LGBT, they don't need to be, like, the special one, or, like, praise for that. But, like, if you just make everyone this, then there's no commentary, or this isn't actually like something special, or this isn't something that, we're trying to normalize. This is just how this world works.
When you bring attention to the new status quo, you're basically getting rid of it, okay? Yeah. When you're like, this should be like whatever, you're basically just trashing the actual status quo. Because if we just all left it alone, it was like, yeah, sure, okay, and okay, that would be it. That would be it. Yeah. That would be the end of the conversation. But now we're like over it. Like literally, we're just so many. Yeah.
This is my same thing when everyone mentions, oh, look at the representation in Steven Universe. They're all female type characters.
And they're all gay.
All gay.
For each other.
They're basically all... It's basically like they're all straight.
Right, except for Connie, who of course has. First of all, she
Yeah.
was so good. I was
She's
so
a
happy for her.
treasure.
Oh yeah.
But she, of course, just had to be the main character's straight. Like, I was like, are you really?
I
You're
know,
gonna make
the
everybody
straight
gay
friend.
but her?
Hello.
Yeah.
Literally, and then like I was so happy first of all that the end happened. I'm not giving away spoilers for that because I love that show too much. But I was just so happy when it ended and everything was happy and good. But you could have changed that. But Adora and Catra should not, in my head, have come together the way they did because
It's
it was
icky.
so sudden. Yeah,
It's icky. It
and
was
I
so
liked
icky.
them. I liked them. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I loved them together because I thought it was finally great that they got over themselves and got together.
Yeah.
I did not like how it happened, though. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. I don't support how it happened.
If they got back together as kind of a sisterly relationship, that would actually have been really great. 'Cause, like, that's actually something we don't see a lot in media, is when a family kind of breaks apart and here's these, like, two siblings that just no longer see eye to eye. Seeing kind of that coming back together and seeing them becoming sisters again, I don't see that in media a lot, and that would have been a really good avenue for them to go down.
Yeah, just like good siblings.
Yeah. Like,
Nice to have anything shown about siblings. Like, it would have been nice to have like a good relationship.
yeah. Like, I mean, I can only actually think of one media that tackles that, and it's My Little Pony.
Oh, I loved My Little Pony. I'm not even gonna lie. I love it.
It is a great show, and like so many people like diss on it, or they're always like, oh, they went the My Little Pony route with their villains. Look, My Little Pony murders so many people. It's not even funny.
My Little Pony people have murdered. We have sinned. We do not even look in our direction.
These ponies have killed.
Not
Not even adult spoilers for like My Little Pony. They've killed children.
They've been like, I'm so sick of you, and like just toss him in the trash. It is not even funny. Like, we have murdered people, and people are still like, oh yeah, My Little Pony is for babies, and I'm like, really? Well, have your child watch this. Come here.
Watch the T-Rex fight. Watch the T-Rex fight, because I swear to God, that was all inspired by Dragon Ball Z. That's like,
I'm so over everybody. Like,
I have never seen a like pastel colored pony throw out a Kamehameha, but now this is life.
This is just how life goes now. This is just it. This is life. Okay. Yeah. Kamehameha, My Little Pony.
And I would have loved to see more of that type of stuff in She-Ra.
I would have loved to see more violent characters. I'm not even gonna lie. I would have loved to see She-Ra drop kick a few people. Okay,
like stab someone right in the neck.
A bad guy, and I think they've only, I'm wrapping my head around it. I think they've only technically killed one bad guy, and that was Catra. And that was
but it wasn't even I was like, it wasn't even a real death.
And it was
I'll be back in 2 episodes. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Over
Catra's the villain though, so of course she's gonna kill someone. By the way, I also want to say hello to everyone else who's just joining us right now.
Hello.
Because I see you in chat. I know I'm not 100% always saying what you guys are saying in chat.
Because we think we're better than you. That's
no,
the only
no. We love you. We love you, chat.
Don't you do
We love you all, chat.
I say that anytime he brings up chat. It's my new favorite thing. Does that say something about me as a person? Probably. But I'm not going to listen to it right now.
Maybe. But I do kind of look into you guys, and if you guys bring something up that is related to She-Ra and not Sunny just screaming out her favorite TV show.
Oh my lord!
No, just keep doing that because it makes me smile.
Come on, every pony, smile, smile, smile.
No.
I don't even know what you're saying, but I hate it.
All I really need is a smile, smile, smile.
As a human, I just like this.
We're talking about She-Ra.
Come on, every pony.
I'm gonna actually strangle you.
No.
But talking about like horses, like Swiftwind, I could have
Oh my
actually
God.
played him as the shoe that I threw away in 3rd grade that I covered in paint. I feel like they had the same level of character.
Swiftwind was amazing.
You know what's really funny? We've been
like
talking
him.
about characters for like so long, and we have not talked about Swiftwind at all, and we have not talked about Mermista at all.
Mermista was my girl.
I will sneeze in your face if you don't like her.
Mermista is Mermista is a mood.
She was
like, I do love her, but she is like a mood.
I wish we saw like more of her people. Like, are they all just that chill?
Literally, I was like, are we all just chill because like we're water? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, because like every like sea like kingdom or whatever, everyone's like real chill because they're on the beach the whole time. It's like we're always on vacation. But she's like, I am already done with all your garbage. Get out of my house and my sight, honestly.
She was like, always just so like I loved her because she was also like with like Adora and everything. I also loved her. She's like, yeah, she's kind of a 7-foot tall lady, and I want her on my side. Literally, that was her reasoning for joining the Princess Alliance. That was her reason.
I'm gonna be sarcastically saying what everybody's thinking.
I was so happy she was never just like, yeah, I'm in. No, she was like, I'm in because of the 7-foot tall lady.
Yeah. She has that like sarcasm that made her like enjoyable.
So enjoyable, like overwhelmingly enjoyable.
Because we enjoyed Mermista so much, they hardly did anything with her.
I know. I was like, all of our favorite characters, you're just gonna leave in the dark? Okay. No, it's fine. No, go ahead. I don't care. God, I'm not mad or anything.
And I did like Mermista and Seahawk.
Birdman. Jesus Christ.
It's Big Bird, but with boats.
I'm a little iffy on that one because like they kind of make all the princesses like either teenage-ish or like the one child. And then you have Seahawk, who is like the grown-ass adult. So
dude, I thought Mermista was like 20-something. I thought she was way older.
I mean, I'm tempted to look up what her actual age is. And by the way, chat is
I feel like that
chat is now talking about their favorite TV shows and movies.
Oh, yay, Chad, join us.
Anarchy. But I did like their dynamic where Seahawk was like, I'm an absolute idiot, but I'm gonna be really funny about it. And she was just like, I'm done. I'm done already.
Okay, so I have their ages. So Mermista is either 18 or 19, and Seahawk is mid-20s.
Okay. That's worse than I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah. So we could say at best, Seahawk is maybe 25, and Mermista is 19.
That makes me able to sleep this tonight. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. So, yeah.
Well, I take it back then. Because sorry, everyone. I thought Mermista was way older than that.
I thought she was like a solid 23 because she had the whole vibe of like an entire generation.
Yeah, she had a whole vibe of like a whole grown up. So
I think I'm blanking on her name, the tech girl with the long hair.
Entrapta?
Yeah.
Entrapta?
I liked her as a person, like as a character.
Yeah.
Like I forgot all the plot points, but it's just like I just like you. You're fun. And
she was
I love
fun
the
in the beginning.
also.
I was so happy. Oh God, I love her voice.
So
like, I don't know who that voice actress is.
Entrapta apparently is in her late 20s or early 30s.
Pardon me, I thought she was like 12.
Dude, no, I'm so happy that she's that old because I was thinking that she was way older than she was because I was like, yeah, she has the vibe of like a grandma.
Yeah. I mean, at least that makes her and Hordak's kind of relationship not icky in that way. But like
yeah, it makes it less icky.
Yeah.
Still icky, but you know.
That's another problem with the show. There is hardly any ship that doesn't feel a little gross. except for maybe Bo and Perfuma. Yeah.
Like at the Princess Prom, like they look like they're generally having a good time, and then it went nowhere. It's like, you gotta be goofing me. You gotta be giving me a gaff.
Yeah.
The heck are you doing?
I was so over Glimmer in that episode. I was like, can you shut up? Oh my god, he's trying to have like fun.
It really felt like a mixture of like the Met Gala or whatever the hell it's called. I'm not fancy, so I don't know. And like 7th grade prom from 2013.
Yeah.
Aww.
It was like such a mix of like, we're all adults and we're here for like societal and professional reasons. So you won't talk to me because it's like, just
right.
No, here's the other problem. They call it a prom.
It's Princess Prom.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. It's Princess Prom.
You're inviting rulers over to your entire kingdom, and you're gonna call it the spring dance. You gotta be kidding me.
Leave it alone. It's spring prom.
Why not call it like like, I hate to go back into My Little Pony, but like they do have like the, grand, like, quote unquote,
they have the gala.
Yeah, but they call it a gala. Like
gala.
Here's the thing:
is that the pun?
When you're like
a
child,
but it's smart.
When you're like a child, it's prom. When you're like a teen and adult, you want to go to a gala.
I want to go nowhere.
I want to go back to sleep.
I was like, I want to stay in my bed.
I want to cry. But I did love the Princess Prom scene, even though it was kind of named like, what are we, 12? I did like it because you got to see like a bunch of different characters from different kingdoms with different dresses and styles and clothing and all that.
Yeah.
And then they never expanded on the other kingdoms except when they got like burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
Like,
we visited these kingdoms in the first season for like a episode and for like a little bit.
Yeah, like the festival they go to the first few episodes. What happened to them? Children.
Honestly, by the third season, when like everything's getting. Oh, by the way, I'm also just gonna say this again. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! When all these kingdoms start burning to the ground,
the literal ground.
I'm like, oh, that's kind of sucks.
No, okay. Here's the thing: we have talked about all these characters, but we have not talked about that one motherfucker that can switch into any form he wants, and then he chooses to patronize. He chooses to patronize Katara or Catra. Sorry, Katara. He chooses to do that.
Oh, we're talking about them.
Double Trouble.
Double Trouble. I love Double Trouble. I'm sorry. You can hate Double Trouble as much as you want. Double Trouble has Aiden vibes. So I have to like Double Trouble.
Oh my god, now that I think about it. Oh no! Oh
no! I hate that. I hate
Next time I like rewatch a season, I just see Double Trouble's face and it slowly morphs into your face. Like, no! No!
What's happening?
You see, you fool us all along. It hasn't been Double Trouble. It's only been Aiden.
I'm actually the voice actor.
Oh my god!
I am actually.
It's like, oh my god.
Here's the thing: I love their type of chaos.
They were just in it for the shits and giggles.
They woke up and chose violence.
The shits and giggles and money, which honestly I hate. That's the one part that I hate about their character. They're in it for the quote-unquote money. I wish they were just more in it for the chaos, for the role, for the act. Like,
I was so enthralled to hear that they were in it for the money, because finally it was a truthful character that did not give a shit about what anyone else thought. I was like,
I felt like they did it like, oh, I'm here for the money, to have like a shallow reason to be there, to kind of add to... This is not a person you should trust, and then that kind of stabs Catra in the back later.
Yeah.
I
mean, honestly, it does. Here's the thing: Double Trouble betraying Catra is very logical because Catra is trying to destroy the world at the moment. So Double Trouble being like, by the way, I'm switching sides.
No, I was so happy. He was like, I gotta go. This isn't what I wanted, and I kind of want that money. So the world has to be here if I want that money. You need to stop. Literally, I was like, yes.
I did love the kind of near the end of Double Trouble's appearance, existence, whatever, where they shapeshifted into like a few different people that Catra like they hurt them in her life, and it's like I like this emotional manipulation. And I remember there's like a very specific screen cap because that's how my memory works, like very specific images. I don't know. When it looked like Adora was holding Catra's hand to her cheek, because Shadow Weaver would always do like the cheek thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you are good. You are good.
They also did the thing. They also did the thing with Adora where they were like they called her Kitten, and I was immediately like, oh, I was like, they are messing with like all sorts of messing with Adora.
Yeah.
It's like you're good.
You know what I
definitely
like.
pay you.
Yeah. And once again, I wish they did more with Double Trouble.
There's so much opportunity for like
back.
sneaking around and shan.
Like in season 4, we see Double Trouble like once, and then never see them again. And I'm like, come on! It would be so cool seeing Double Trouble like working with the good guys.
Rewatching it, I saw them at the gala, and I loved it.
Shenanigans.
Wait, they were at the gala?
Yeah, they were at the party.
Oh, I'm gonna have to rewatch that episode to see them at the party.
What's the word? What's the word?
What?
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I thought you were joking. Oh my god, I didn't know you really forgot the word. Oh,
shenanigans? Like, no, it sounds like backyard again.
I was like, shenanigans? And then I just was like, what's the word?
That threw me back to, like, off-topic, like, Una's Honest when Ethan couldn't think of the word skillet.
Oh my god.
Skillet! Skittle!
And I love how Skittle. He was looking at him and he was like, uh-huh.
He looked like such a disappointed
father. You're not gonna help him?
Like, no, you gotta watch him flounder because it's funny.
It went on for a good 5-6 minutes. I was like, he really does not know this word.
Oh, love that. But are we gonna ever talk about things that we liked?
I mean, I've been talking about some things that I've liked. I mean, if there's something about this that you really like, do bring it up.
I do. I know that, like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, Adora Catra's relationship was like, are they siblings? Many question marks. But, like, I have an incredible memory. I remember everything since the day. I remember being born. I forgot that they were, like, raised in the same area. I thought they were just kind of, like, I thought of them as, like, kindergarten friends. Like, okay, we grew up together in the same general vicinity. That's the vibe I got from them. But, like, I always... like, interpersonal, like, character arc stories are always very fascinating to me. Like, oh, okay, how does somebody who's not in that situation write words for that person?
Yeah.
And I felt like it was very, like, they don't know how to express emotions, but they get there eventually. But I really like their kind of, just looking at the select parts where they're interacting with each other. I forget what season or episode because my memory is just too incredible that it doesn't have enough room for such memories or whatever. Some excuse. But they're like running through like the simulation of like there was multiple simulations where it was like the moments from their childhood, and they were running out of a tunnel, and like the top of the tunnel was like red and the bottom half was like blue. I just remember like colors. And they were running out, and they're holding hands, like, unintentionally. Like, that's good writing, because human beings actually do that unintentionally. And then, like, after, like, even though nobody else was there to test them.
Yeah, because they were, I loved it, because they were still in, like, they were genuinely mad at each other. And I was like, good, they didn't just, like, come out of there and still, like, hold hands and be like, whatever. Like, they were genuinely mad at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they took a while, and they do, like, they went through all the steps of, like realizing that they actually like the other person. Like, Catra was, like, petty sometimes. Like, it's not because I like you. You're such an idiot.
It's not because I like you, Baka.
I was gonna say, Baka. She really had that vibe. She really did. She really...
100%. Like, she said it so many times, just not with the Baka at the end. Like, that was literally...
And every time I was like, yeah, I bet. I bet.
I was like, really?
Uh-huh.
Seriously, we're doing this now?
Talking that to yourself.
And honestly,
It
like
was
that
lovely.
that was a really great episode, and it's just one thing that kind of tends to piss me off with this show. They have some episodes that are really good and good written, have so much detail into it, and then they do nothing with it.
And they just like, all right,
Yeah.
off the checklist for this.
No, we did that. Next.
We did this, and like it doesn't matter if it was done well or not. They did it, so now next, and now we go to the next thing. And
All right, next
sometimes
guy.
they
Next thing on the list, pander to audience.
next to the list, pander to this ship and pander to this ship.
Pander to the gays.
Pander to the lesbians.
Like get all of the
Yeah.
lesbians, get them with the show.
And like,
I know I sound like a wizard.
and like, I mean, we're all LGBT, so like, if you
Yeah.
if you realize
Whatever.
this show went out of its way to pander to us, and we're all like, no, fam, that's not what we want.
Yeah,
Literally,
that's
we're
not the
all just like
vibe.
collectively.
Yeah, we're all collectively just seeing your BS as just trying to pull us in to be like, yes, watch our show, watch our show. You want to know a good show that did our representation the right way? Is Kipo
My
Age of
life.
Wonder Beast.
Yes, that's also a good show, but also my entire life.
Yeah, like
But also my entire life.
Also me.
one of the I'm blanking on his name.
Benson?
Oh,
Benson.
Troy?
Benson. Yes, Benson is gay, but
Yes.
they
He's
bring it
precious.
up. They don't force it in your face, and that's not his character. His character isn't gay. I mean, his character's gay, but his character is not being the gay person. He's the funny guy. He's the relatable guy. He's
He's a
the
resourceful
middleman.
guy.
Yeah.
I would just like to say, you can't pander to the gays. We sniff that shit out. We
Exactly.
can tell you, like
Have
when
incredible
we know.
noses.
Yeah, literally. I can smell you from
Yeah.
here, buddy boy. I know you smell like chicken. Come here.
And like
What?
it comes out when it needs to come out. It comes out when he has to tell a female character, sorry, I'm not into you. And it comes out when he gets a crush.
And respectful too. It's not like one of those weird, like, yeah, I'm gay. Like it's
Yeah.
genuinely just like, hey, no, I'm gay. I'm sorry.
It is
Like,
like exactly like how like a teenager his age would act when he realizes, oh hey, this is a person that I like, and there's a chance they like me back. Like,
maybe, yeah. Like,
yeah,
I maybe might be gay.
it was realistic in a show that like I don't think gets enough praise.
Yeah.
No,
and his
there's a
little
lot of shit
coming
like
out
that.
scene was
Yeah.
really good.
Aw.
I loved his little coming out scene
Yeah.
because it was just like, oh yeah, I'm gay. And they're like, oh, cool. Sorry for not knowing. It's like, no, this is fine. And then the plot just continued. It's like, that's how you write
the
human
perfect
interaction.
way on how you normalize it, though.
Take
like,
notes.
The main
Choosers.
character doesn't overreact too much. They're a bit embarrassed that they kind of admitted these feelings and he had to shut her down. And that's
right, and like
that's
that's what's beautiful about it is because that's gonna happen in life.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, "Hey, no, I can't. I'm not interested," or "I am like bisexual," or
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's
Yeah, I felt like Benson was very well written.
almost
like,
that whole show is
very
well
well.
written. That
show's adorable.
That feels almost like everything good that people were trying to do with She-Ra was put into that show, and they
including
worked
the
off
music.
Yeah.
The music.
Oh, I think the music
Oh my god.
The music's better in Kipo. I don't remember any music from She-Ra, but I remember music from Kipo.
I still unironically listen to the season 1 soundtrack of Kipo. It's really good.
Like
it's not like like show specific, like song about people's character arc. No, it's just like songs that it kind of felt like a movie soundtrack where they found songs that kind of fit and didn't make songs for the show. I honestly prefer it that way, where it's like, oh, you have to mentally make the connections to the song, and like there's maybe you'll like think of a hidden meaning. Like I really like that kind of way of like, what is it, sound design?
Way of putting like music into something to help describe what's going on and everything.
Yeah. And that's an easy way to like make characters. A little pro tip. I'm not a pro, but pro tip. You just find songs and then make the character from the songs. Like get like a solid like 5.
Yeah.
Solid 5. Yeah.
Yeah, because like music is emotional, and characters are emotional, and I felt like they really like use music well in Kipo to like kind of show whatever emotional state that character was in.
Yeah, music is a great way, even if it's not a character singing it, is a great way to kind of describe what a character is and what's going on between them. That's why you see in a lot of media, characters will have a theme to them. If you go and I'm going to trigger Sonny, get ready for the trigger. I'm going to do it. Here comes the trigger.
If
you listen to Kingdom Hearts, every single character has a theme to them. And their theme is all music. There's no vocals to them, but how they have the music tells the story of what this character is like. Like one of my favorite music themes and one of my favorite characters in Kingdom Hearts, Roxas, is such a melancholy character, such a tragic character, and his theme shines through with that idea.
The light is stronger than darkness and Goofy.
Oh,
that's
crap.
all I know about Kingdom Hearts.
Oh crap, I think Sunny is about to heat herself into the conversation.
Oh my god, I called it!
Sunny's about to heat herself in the conversation. We're not talking about Kingdom Hearts. We're not talking about Kingdom Hearts.
No.
We're talking about She-Ra. I'm just mentioning Kingdom Hearts for 1 second.
We're talking about music. Please, we're sorry. We didn't mean to summon you from the grave.
That's an inside joke for you. He's screaming Sora at the top of your lungs.
Sonny, I swear, if you come in here to talk about Kingdom Hearts, I'm going to make you guess each and every single character that we've been talking about.
No!
I'm going to make you do work.
I'm going to make you do work.
I heard Roxas. I was summoned by the mention of Kingdom Hearts and just yeeted in to say Roxas is the best character ever.
Dang it! I don't have you on I don't have you on the agenda list, and now you're in here. I feel like I need to Photoshop your character in.
Foul demon, we are not here to commune with the dead.
I killed you at the beginning of this podcast.
Why would you say everything?
I'm kidding.
That's what happened.
I'll revive you. My Frankenstein powers.
I'm sorry, people. I talked about Kingdom Hearts and Roxas, so I inadvertently rose Sunny from the grave.
No, we didn't mean to.
If I ever die, just mention Roxas and I'll come back to life.
No, she'll rise from the grave, just float up.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll be more scared of that than anything else in my life.
She will just rise out of her coffin with a dark black cloak on her, holding a gigantic key in her hand. Turns to us and say, "You said Roxas?
You spoke his name."
I will speak in nothing but Kingdom Hearts references.
Yeah, that's all I know. I just kept screaming Keyblade.
Exactly.
Just like Keyblade. That sound like Sonic the Hedgehog.
But Sonny, I'll give you the floor for a second. Tell us a little bit about Roxas and his theme. Since we're talking about music and stuff. It's Roxas.
love
Or is it Sound of
Rox's
Rocks?
theme song. That's legit. Like, it's legit the only. Also, chat. I'm sorry if you hear squawking. Since I yeeted in so quickly, my parakeet got excited. But I friggin' love Roxas's theme song. It's legit the only song that I can actually like still play on the guitar. But it's like so sad.
Yes.
But
Yes.
like I love it. I don't know what else you want me to say about it other than just it's anything regarding Roxas is the best.
It's beautiful.
Okay, since you also decided to put yourself in here, Sunny, please do tell me the lizard.
Oh no, you screwed yourself.
Lizard, the lizard person that like we were talking about before. What was their name?
What
You
lizard
screwed
person?
yourself. Oh no.
The one that's able to shapeshift.
Oh no, what I Okay, first I gotta say it's because I don't think
that's
and
a definite.
and Aiden told me
I don't think
Aiden told me
long
that
pause.
they were called they, so I called them the shape-shifting they. Or is it the shape-shifting them? It's the shape-shifting them.
The shape-shifting them.
Yeah, he asked me what I thought some of their names were, or like the characters, who was who. All I could say was the cat girl.
That's my character arc. Okay.
That's right.
The main character blonde, which no, and I
Blonde
say
one.
You said
one.
You said the blonde incest one.
Yeah, the blonde incest one.
Oh my god.
The one that was a scorpion, and that's literally all I know about her.
That's pretty much her whole character.
I think that was it too.
Yeah, I think that was all that you could list off, and that's why you were not invited to the podcast.
Yeah, just a little
and that's
bit.
why you're over there.
Yeah.
In the
That's
dead
why
realm.
you are. That's why I killed you.
Although
that's why
going
you're
by
in
names,
the Twitch chat.
Going by names, and I will start singing Wilbur so if I can because you said that. But anyway,
I just like.
That's exactly why I said
it.
Also, earlier, when I asked if Bo was the one who was holding a bow, that's not a Sunny moment. It's hilarious because he was named after what he wields. It's like calling a sword wielder sword.
I love how you had to say it's not a Sunny. It's not. It's not a Sunny moment.
Not a Sunny moment.
It's something else. I love that the term Sunny moment has gotten so far where you have to defend everything you say at this point.
It's not a Sunny moment.
Oh my Christmas.
By the way, Hop on Pop is absolutely ecstatic that we have summoned you so that we are now the Fantastic Four again.
Great Twitch lords have a have got just 1 hour.
Oh my god. Okay.
Christ.
So
am I leaving or am I just here now?
It's
unless
too late.
you want to either talk about the end of She-Ra, or if you have anything to say on She-Ra, because I want to wrap this up on a final kind of what we thought
She-Ra note.
Yeah, what we kind of thought of the final, how it kind of ended.
A lot to say on that, so get ready.
And how it kind of just made us feel in the end.
I've been watching a podcast the whole time. Now I can just watch it double live.
It's so alive.
That's fine. So I'm gonna give the final spoiler warning.
Yes, this is the final spoiler warning
given so far.
So the show ends in a way that for me, I'm like, are you kidding me? Adora apparently is the key to the heart of Etheria and has to now release all the magic from the planet, or the planet becomes a super deadly weapon for the Horde. And not the Horde that we were fighting, but the Horde that we weren't fighting until now. which will then also kill everyone on the planet. So
as
she
you
goes to
Basic thing.
sacrifice herself. A bunch of people are fighting each other. The mom character dies. Shadow Weaver dies.
As you do.
And
As one does as a parent.
and Catra and Adora kiss and save the world. Literally ending with I think a minute or so left, wrapping up character arcs so disappointingly and so sharp it's not even funny, and wrapping up the entire show with now we can bring all this power to the stars, and ends it like that.
And they all walk up into the sunset too. You gotta be goofing me.
We don't even get to see them walk off to a sunset. Sunset happens. They're standing there right before you're supposed to see them walk off, and then they just black screen. That's it.
Yeah, it's we didn't have a budget to animate 2 more seconds.
Have enough for this.
Actually, we spent all of our animating budget on the kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if all of you could kindly leave me alone,
we just wanted to pull a Kurosami and then be done.
Yeah, I have to go spend half of my life in this vacation home that I bought with my Shira money.
Yeah.
See you, dorks.
Thank you for all your time.
Jet sponsored by Swiftwind's character, actually. The flying one. Just doesn't know the characters at all.
So for me, basically, the show feels like it ended with the people that made this didn't even care. It felt so uncared for.
It felt really rushed.
Rushed, yeah, but it feels like they didn't care. If you're gonna... I've seen rushed endings because the show wasn't gonna get rebooted or renewed for another season. So they have 3 episodes or a couple of episodes to put in an ending. Steven Universe had this problem where, they were told, by the way, we're not doing this anymore. And so they're okay, can you give us enough time to end it?
Right.
And they gave them
more shows.
they gave them 6 episodes to just end it. And even though I don't like Steven Universe, it felt like they gave a damn about their own show and characters. This one kind of felt like we're kind of tired of this, so this is the end.
Just whatever the kiss, whatever. Just get out of my face.
Yeah.
Just get out of my mansion, okay?
Yeah.
I only have 3 of them. Don't dirty up this one.
So Belle, how that was how the end made me feel. How did the end make you feel?
I was thrilled that a kiss even just happened, just because LGBT, all that stuff finally a kiss was there. I was just disappointed on how once again Adora was the centerpiece.
Yeah.
Again. And how it was always about her and it wasn't even they could have put it's her and Catra as the piece. If they're going for full lesbian, right? They could have put her and Catra, they were raised together, or
that's a mode you can enter. Full lesbian.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Ramping into hyper gay.
It's not even they went into hyperdrive, right? It was just kind of rushed, and it was just oh my god, you love me? Oh my god, I love you! And then it was literally just oh my god, that's
Shut up.
That's literally what it was. I was just so happy, that they kissed, but I was just so oh my god, you love me? Oh my god, I love you! This is good.
I could have done her voice oh my god!
You love me?
That was a vibe. Oh.
It's constant with these 2. I couldn't anymore. I just had to. But I was just thrilled by the fact that anybody kissed,
Yeah. I feel if it wasn't for the fact that Korra did that years before.
Wait, what?
Korra.
Yeah, you don't remember?
So if you don't know, Korra is the successor of Avatar. So
Oh, the bald kid with the arrow.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
him.
With the
Korra,
IKEA arrow drawn on his head.
in Korra, they kind of hid a secret relationship between
Best kind.
Korra and another character, Asami, I think her name was.
Yeah,
Like a
that's
billion relationships in Korra.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's-
but this was also at the point in time where showrunner, like studios wouldn't allow that in kid shows.
Oh yeah. Where it's just like, no,
Yeah.
sponsors, no.
Yeah, now they're using it as kind of a way to like drag people in. Like,
Oh yeah. Or it's like the exact opposite now. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know if that's better or worse.
but like with Korra, they were very subtle about it, and like it's not the best relationship, but like I know why they had to very hide this type of relationship.
Oh, yeah,
So
it's like
at
a
the
period
end
time.
of the season, they end it with the two of them coming together and kissing.
Yes. Yes.
So-
Sorry, continue.
Yeah.
Wah, wah,
So
wah,
this
wah.
was huge, by the way, when this came out. This was the biggest thing ever in TV at the time, because you wouldn't have seen that. So with She-Ra ending it with a Korosami, it just feels like they're copying the Korosami.
It feels like it was a rushed, like trying to be beautiful ending.
Yeah.
In all honesty, like just hearing what you guys have been talking about with She-Ra,
Yeah.
I've heard so many cliches.
Yeah, it's a lot of
it's a
cliche.
lot of cliches.
It was a
The-
revamped 80s show.
Yeah.
Right, like
Literally.
the orphan hero.
Ugh,
You know,
I hate
Yeah.
the orphan hero. Shut
Well,
up.
you
You're
know
no
what?
fa-
Even with a
you have
lot
no
of other
family. Go somewhere
revamped
else.
80s shows, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was like an 80s show. And like I haven't
As long-
seen the new one, but the one before that, I know I've seen it and Sunny has seen it. And
Oh, I
it's,
love that one.
it's amazing what they did with it. Like every time they like do more with like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they upgraded it. There was more added to it. It's the same thing with Transformers. I don't know if you guys watch Transformers.
Love Transformers. Bumblebee is my favorite, and no one can tell me otherwise. Please continue.
I've never seen it before in my life. I think
Oh,
the calculator is the best one.
Original Transformers was definitely, to sell toys. But the people who liked Transformers ended up doing more with it. They added more to it. Like when they brought it into the 90s, they added more to it. When they brought it into the 2000s, they added more to it. I don't think they're doing anything with Transformers because
No, they are. They had a brand deal with Texas Instruments, and that's how I got my TA-83 Bumblebee calculator.
I mean the TV shows, because the movies and stuff like that. I don't think they are still doing the TV show. But you can revamp an 80s show and get rid of a lot of the same type of cliches. They kept a lot of the same cliches, tried to add new cliches, and it made the show a mess.
It destroyed it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the issue is around like the time She-Ra came out was also the time like the redone Voltron came out too. So I think everyone was just trying to redo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
It
like
was a lot of just let's
stick
fix
through
it.
the basket of
The
80s
first
memories.
the first episode of She-Ra, I think, came out right before Voltron ended.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm gonna do a Voltron podcast because
What?
I've never seen this, so I won't be here if you do.
It's decent up till like a
No,
certain.
okay. Up
Then
until
people hate
season
it?
5.
Alright.
Voltron is good up until season 5, and then it
Oh,
just
damn.
yeah,
Drama!
it
It's just
tanks.
boring.
It tanks so much, and they do the same kind of like baiting that She-Ra is definitely kind of guilty for doing too.
Right, except at least
It's my
they can't.
favorite. I love it.
At least
Okay.
fucking pissed.
I'm
So
gonna say
dumb,
this
it's
is
just-
the only thing. This is the only thing that I'm gonna talk about Voltron. They went out,
Loved it.
promoted that one of their characters were gay, said that we're going to meet his boyfriend. We meet his boyfriend for 5 minutes, and then afterwards we find out he's dead.
I
Exactly,
legit
I'm so
forgot
over
which
it.
character in Voltron was gay. Wait, which one
Zero.
was that?
Heath.
Zero.
Heath?
Yeah, I think it was.
I feel like after you
Oh.
described that,
The guy
has,
with
like,
the
the
missing
feeling.
arm. The guy with the missing arm.
Shiro.
No,
Why
that's
is nobody listening?
Shiro.
Shiro, thank you,
Yeah,
Sunny.
Shiro.
Thank you for the
That's
fucking
Shiro.
word.
Keith is the one with the attitude problem.
Thank you, Sunny. Oh my
Yeah.
god, thank you. I was like, is nobody listening to my Shiro? What is happening? And I just hear her go, isn't that Shiro? I was like, yes, it is.
I was just gonna say, like, wait, Keith? I thought his whole thing was that he was, like, part alien and went off and
go
abandoned
Yeah.
his team.
Yeah, he's all like moody and gloomy, and everybody's like,
Okay. So, we're now going to end this with Kat's thoughts of how the show ended.
yes, please.
See, I'm not a negative person.
Oh my god.
And I'm not gonna be now. I legitimately loved the ending. I have
Really?
actually watched it so many times, I memorized Catcher's line by heart. It's an issue. I'm working on it. I'm not, I love it.
Improve that. You work to improve that kind of stuff.
Improve?
Exactly. You know the entire line to the ending, right? You need to know her lines for the whole show now.
Yeah, now you gotta do the whole thing.
Now that you've bragged.
And now I'm trying to think of it, and now I legitimately cannot think of it, and I'm so upset.
I can only remember perfectly one thing that Katra always says. Hey, Adora.
I was gonna say, you're such an idiot.
That is I haven't
Adora.
watched the show and I know that.
Dude, it's always so flirty. So it's like she's like doing something and said, "Hey, Adora," and I'm always like,
Stop.
I can't handle it.
Please stop. Please stop.
I
You
think it
guys
was
are
like-
like sisters. Please stop.
It's something like, for once in your life, please just stay, or something. I'm like, that's a good line. The rest of it also, that's such a good line. It's just like, please just stay. Whereas, like, it took Akatra to the brink of Adora's death to actually admit her emotions. That's how emotionally blocked up she was as a person through all the years of, living in pretty much hell.
Yeah.
And then trying to scramble for power, and then biting off more than she could chew, and then losing friends, and then just going through so much that people blame her for. But it's like, what would you have done? Because if she went with her, she would have left everything she'd known and been with the bad guy, and betrayed everybody she knew. Or she could do something she was good at and kept her alive.
Yeah.
And I felt like people blame her for a lot of stuff, but it's like, what else could she have done that wouldn't have gone against who she was as a character and all that fun stuff? And like, when they take the joyride we're going way back to season 1. She looks legitimately happy.
Yeah.
Both of them look like they're legitimately having fun, and I wish we got to see more flashbacks besides the ones that we did when they were children. Those were mostly sad. Whereas like, the sadder the character is, the more character there is, usually, that I've seen. Like, the more unhappy that they are, you get to see more of the person that they are.
Yeah.
That's why all of my favorite songs are really slow and sad. That's more as a person.
I mean, I definitely agree. If it wasn't for the fact that they end it with the kiss, just her emotional outburst would have been really great. But I feel they ruined it with the kiss.
Really?
Yeah. That would have been really great.
I hate you.
No, like, I agree with you with how they, like, had her final lines. I just hate their relationship in the way that it's a relationship that way. Because it just doesn't feel love. It doesn't feel, like, right to me.
It's always good to hear that it's not. I love hearing that other people have opinions about the relationship, because I was always like, does everybody love this relationship? And like hearing that, like, your perspective on it, it definitely I'm like, oh yeah, no, I yeah, I forget these things. Like, they grew up together, like that type of shit. I'm always like,
They
no, I can see.
they grew up together. They had the same kind of like family figures with them, and it
Shadow
feels
Weaver.
like I probably wouldn't be able to get in a relationship with someone like that. Like, you know how it really feels? It honestly kind of feels like growing up with someone that you feel like has been like a very close family member to you. And
Right.
it's not a friend that you see here and there. It's someone you see like almost either every single day or like all the time, and you're close to them in that way.
Like,
It's not like it's friend zoned, but it's like family zoned now.
right, there it is. I was like, it's a certain zone. It's not a friend zone.
Yeah.
Like Kat, like she knows that I have a friend that I've had for like 7, 8+ years now, right? In the beginning, I thought it would, like, I maybe liked them. I could never be with this person in my entire life. I'm literally like, I hate you so much that I love you. Like, she's family. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way in hell. Like, and I can see why you get that, because that's how I feel towards her, and I understand that that's where, like, the sibling bond comes in. I understand that.
That's where I'm coming from with that. If they had ended it with a more sibling type of relationship with them, I think the ending lines with her would have been more poignant, because you could have ran that with a sibling vibe of, here's your sibling that you were really close to. They ran off without you to leave you in like this kind of crappy situation,
right,
to go to this better one, and
right.
you just see them just keep running and running and running, and now you're like, no, you need to stay now. I finally have you back. You need to be here now with me.
There was one moment where I 100% was like, "Oh my god, Adora," where she was where, like, Adora gets, like, poisoned by, like, the sword and everything and becomes all loopy, and Catra's only thing, like, she wants to keep around. She goes, "No, I finally have full control of Adora. Why would I give that up?"
Yeah.
And in that moment, I was like, she's not saying she has full control of her to, like, for the Horde. She's be happy that she has full control and she can bring her home. Like, once again, like, this poor girl is hopelessly, like, just trying to get Adora back into her life no matter what. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I always felt so bad.
So
back to what I was. I'm kidding.
Yeah, back to what you were saying. I'm sorry.
Like, I'm kidding. But before I do that, yes, Hob on Bob. I 100%. I love the kiss. Also, that was so dramatic, and it was just like, it finally felt like, okay, now you're both semi-emotionally stable. Because from the beginning, they're like, if the whole middle, like, season 2 through 4 didn't happen, and it was just the joyride, the sword was never found, they went back, and then some major event happened, I feel like the kiss would have happened anyway. Because they already had that really, really tight bond. Because for them, they've never seen the outside world. And that was established when they brought Adora to the party and all that and whatnot.
I thought you said when they barbecued, and I was like, when did that happen?
Don't worry about it. That was the cut version. Don't ask.
Anyway.
Don't worry. You don't want to see your burnt corpse. But that got dark. But I felt like they never really had the sibling vibe. They just like, okay, we're the only people in this building. We're all brought here at the same time. There's no other social example other than we are here to be trained to do something and have a minor social life. It felt like, I said this earlier, like very like kindergarten friends, where you're brought there all the same age for one reason that sometimes you don't like. Adora figures out that she did not like, being evil or whatever. Some boring code.
Something boring like that.
Some stupid moral truth garbage.
What kind of boring person doesn't want to be evil? Come on.
I mean, look at Jafar. Look how cool he is.
Right?
He's evil.
Right?
Look at me. I'm evil.
Staff.
I'm cool.
I'm
Do you have the snake staff, though? I mean, come on.
Look, the bad guy side is always more fun than the good guy side.
I'm molting. They're just filthy. But oh my god,
But
gonna
okay,
keep me up
so
at 2 a.m. I'm just gonna say I'm molting.
okay, but how do you feel about how they ended it though? After the kiss and all that.
I felt like it was they had like that base relationship already there, and it felt like such a real like human relationship. Like there were so many factors that were like magnet pushing them apart, when like it would have been so easy to just kind of just stay. And then she says that in her last line, like, you could have just stayed, but that would have put everything else at risk and so many other elements at risk that she had to throw away her own opportunity to be with somebody that she knew and liked and like be happy. And I felt like her leaving was such like a momentous thing, but then like looking back on it, it's like it wasn't like played up as such a big thing, because she was opting to like follow these two basically kid rulers and be like, all right, this is cool Sparkle friend, and this is cool Slingshot boy. I'm gonna go hang out with them instead of the people I've literally grown up with.
Yeah.
And
right, which is
like,
so understandable. Like, to be so hurt by that. Like, I felt so bad for Catra.
yeah, I felt like Catra acted like completely like an actual human being, like being like, okay, she just booked it out of everything, including my vicinity and my life, and then she like never understood that until the very end. Like, oh, this all laid up to you trying to save the world, and you had to sacrifice so much to save the greater good. I now understand, and now okay, I can look at this from a different angle.
Right, it just it's such a shame it took her so long, because they could have had so many more like experiences together. I was always so bummed about that. I was like, you guys could have had so much more.
I kind of wish that if they were going to do something like this, they should have done something like this a little earlier. And honestly, they should have not have put. I'm sorry, but I still see
like, the sibling vibe.
The sibling vibe, especially because of how Catra and Shadow
Weaver.
Thank you. How Catra and Shadow Weaver were together, and just this kind of like mother-daughter type relationship they had. And with all that, if they had taken that out, and I think if they had done something, and actually probably season 3 would have been the key moment there, when she's like thrown into the waste and is kicked out of the Horde. If she had decided to like not gone back to the Horde, but like rule the wastes and decide to take over the Horde with the people from the waste.
I loved the Crimson Waste scene.
Yeah.
Just like as an aside, as a person who likes women, I like that scene a lot.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Just
her,
as
like,
someone who
having
likes
so much
women,
power.
like, dude, Catra was just like, yeah, I'm gonna take that whip now. And I was like, yes, take it. Take the whip. Take everything.
Oh no, my favorite scene with Catra in the waste is when she's at the bar.
Oh,
yes,
God.
she's just like, I am so emotionally devastated. I'm gonna throw it all onto you because that's how unemotionally stable I am.
Yeah. It was like, you see, threats only work on people who have something. Me, I have nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, she's like, I have nothing to lose. So your threats mean nothing to me. And you can't be any good at this because you get distracted. And then she turns around and just bap in the face. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah, and I love those little moments where Catra was just like, I have absolutely nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But then the second like a door is mentioned or she's around, she's like, you're my main focus.
Yeah.
And that was, I really like that switch. That switch of like, I'm gonna take over this entire landmass to
literally, I always loved Scorpia's reaction to it, because she was always like, yeah, like, let's rule this waste together, we're happy. And then she was like, oh, fucking Adora, man. Like, she always got so mad.
Secondary love interest.
I mean, she was always just like, can we not look at her for like 5 seconds? And then Catra was like, Adora. And I was like, yes, go to her.
And honestly,
The blonde. It's the blonde.
they could have definitely have done something with just Catra having her, and then Adora just deciding to leave again, or like finding somehow to break out from like Catra's grasp, leaving, and then Catra being like, you know what? The Horde sucks at this. I got my own gang here. I'm just gonna spend all my time trying to like kidnap Adora now and tie her up in
She
my
literally
basement.
just could have done that.
Yeah.
It's not kidnapping Adora, it's asking her out.
Just while she's in handcuffs. It's fine.
Like, hey, so I
Totally
went to
normal.
this bar in the Crimson Waste, you wanna go? There's a lot of knives.
There's some knives out there. You
I
want
know
to
how
go
you
get
like
some?
knives. It's like, it's a sword.
Yeah. And honestly, that
Or
would have
they're
been a
just
great
big
way.
knives.
It would have been a great way for Catra to then get Adora away from her new friends without putting her in the place where she basically
Literally
now
despises.
sees as the enemy.
Right. Like
if
she could have
Catra
just
had
kept
made
her in
her
the
own-
fort. Like
Sometimes I kind of wish this was the Catra show, and we could like basically have Catra not do stupid. And
What do you
Yeah.
mean? She's big brain.
yeah,
maybe if she was big brained enough to be like, I could just kidnap Adora right now and just leave and go away and like do whatever, and nobody could follow me because the Horde doesn't even want me back anymore. That would be great. Like
yeah. One of the problems with Catra is that she always, though, is balancing between her want for Adora back and her want for power.
yeah, and respect. It's power and respect.
Power and respect.
Yeah, that's the thing I actually
And-
liked about Catra, that she was trying to be two different people.
Yeah,
Like, I felt like the second Adora left, she kind of split into two people, like, okay, I need to be the person I was before and the person I need to be now.
yeah,
Kind of like that separation of, I need to go after and get this person, but also make sure I am still the person I was when I left when I come back. Like,
Yeah.
kind of maintaining that I'm with the Horde, but also I'm straight up in love with you for 4 seasons.
Literally.
yeah.
And I liked the little tiny, like, princess prom. You all said you hated the tango, and I'm gonna sneeze on you.
No, I
That
don't hate the
was
tango.
so good.
I hate the
I'm
tango.
sorry, I hate the tango.
Well, get
I
ready to
don't
be
hate
sneezed
the
on.
tango.
Here's my big thing. The tango is so cliche. Everyone
Dude,
does
but
this
it's
with the
cute.
tango. It's always a tango.
Listen, I
It's cute.
did not hate the tango. I hated the fact that like there wasn't like more to it. Like I would like they were all dancing and like doing whatever. Like the tango, I hated how short it was. I was always just like, don't dip her right now. Like do not fucking continue dancing. Look how good you two are together right now. Look, you're flirting. You're having a good time. Why does it have to end right now?
No, but like, everything Catra does has like a double meaning, because after that they kidnap Glimmer and Bow. So
Yeah.
it was like, she's like, yeah, it's just definitely like they were planning. Scorpio's like, okay, I'll go distract Adora. Catra's like, no, I'll distract
do
you
it.
because I know her more and nothing else.
Yeah.
And I really
Literally,
feel
it's
like
not
that
I
dance
want
was
to dance with
Catra
her.
actually trying to be with Adora and be happy, but then she realized she has to go and be evil.
Yeah.
But, like that two people, like she had those few seconds of actually genuinely dancing with somebody that she loves, and then
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, you have to go kidnap your friends. Sorry, babe. See ya."
No, and
How
the
many
thing was,
characters in this show were like kidnapped?
a
It's
lot.
just like-
I
Almost
think
all of them.
every character has been kidnapped at least once.
Except Sky or like the pony. I don't think he was kidnapped.
Wait, Swiftwind.
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 It's like a bus
No,
surface.
Swiftwind was captured.
Oh, he was?
Yeah,
gotta be good for me.
during the Boys' Day Out.
Oh my god, yes, he
Oh,
was.
never mind.
That
Okay.
episode was wiped from my memory because I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell is happening?
He was kidnapped then. Marmista, I think, has been kidnapped.
Maybe.
Um,
And Trappley technically didn't get kidnapped because she
She just
stayed
got
there
left
willingly.
behind.
Yeah, she kind of stayed there willingly. So
Like, oh, well, guess I'm staying here now. Be a
um,
dork.
yeah, like everyone in the show has been kidnapped.
yeah,
You know,
a
as
lot.
you do, as you do.
Yeah.
That's the vibe. But going back to the tango, I did really like that because she was so like there was like hundreds of other people there, even though they weren't. None of the characters were like, "Oh, I'm scared because there's other people there." You can tell there was a lot of public presence happening there.
Right.
For her to be like have the confidence to really go and dance with somebody that dramatically, it was like, okay, she's really bottling up some really gay emotions right now, and she's trying to express them the best way that she can through this dance, and then she has to go and be evil. And I'm like, no.
I just
every time Catra's with Adora, she either has a very strong feeling of hatred or a very strong feeling of love. And it is so complicated for Catra, which I felt so bad about, because she did not know what side to choose, because she was always so mad that she left, but she was, always so much in love with her, that she was just like, please come back with me, please. I tried for like a season and a half, please.
Yeah, and I love that Catra always wanted to be perfect. And I really felt like that kind of stemmed from the Shadow Weaver, like, you suck. I'm sorry, I just like the blonde more than you. Like,
even
as she always tried to be perfect.
That's all mommy I want approval energy right there.
Yeah, that's mommy issues. Don't worry about it, it's fine. But to the point where she actually overthrew Shadow Weaver and did like the slicey on the face. I like that. That was cool. Then there's like these little moments where she's like, I want to put that aside for a few seconds just to be with this person. And I forget, there's like other little moments where they, especially near the end, where they're on the spaceship, where there's like, Catra still kind of hates her, kind of hates her.
But it's also like still kind
it's like there's nowhere else to go. But it's like, I want to say that I am deeply in love with you. But also I need to be the cool, suave person. And also I'm a perfectionist with mommy issues. So I can't.
Right, and like Shadow Weaver, there was like a whole thing with like, even in jail, Catra was still trying to be like Shadow Weaver manipulated her even there. Like Catra was even there just being like, oh my god, she's so proud of me. She finally sees that I'm perfect. Like she's finally doing whatever. And then she leaves to go to the Blondie.
It's like, you gotta be goofing me.
You gotta be gaffing.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a guffaw.
Yeah,
Jafar. I'm mopping.
No, not Jafar again.
I'm mopping.
We're done with Jafar and his weird beard.
I liked Catra's little character gay arc, where it eventually led up to like, okay, there's no time for me to express this other than you are dying in my arms right now, and there's nothing else. Please just stay here with me, so I can actually treat you the way I wanted to for like the last 5 seasons, because I never had that opportunity, and I'm now realizing I really want to do that. And I
please stop turning green.
Please stop with the sparkly green thing. I want to kiss you on the face.
Can you stop with like half a second? Jesus Christ!
It's like, wait, I need to be gay. Just stop with the sparkles. And then Adora's like, I love you too. Like that line was just like, I really felt it was like, about goddamn time. I mean, have you not caught the vibe yet?
I was like, literally, you're dying, and now you do it? God, you have like so many chances.
It's like you have the worst timing.
Literally, you're about to die, and you're like, oh my god, yeah, no, me too.
It psychologically took her that much time to get to that point. And that's what I loved about it.
Which was so human-like, and I was like, yeah, sometimes it takes somebody literally dying in your arms to be like, oh my god, please don't leave me. Like, I'm so...
Yeah, like, I literally cannot live without you. Do you know how many people I've accidentally killed? Like, Sparkle Girl's mom? Don't worry about it.
Please,
you know how many people I actually murdered?
Like
purposely?
I am a murderer.
Like,
you don't understand.
That's another thing with Catra, is that she is also kind of in Hordak's position. There's no way that the rest of Etheria is going to be okay with them being together, because one of them is a mass murderer.
And the other one is a saver, like, literally.
Don't worry about it.
This is a gay couple, it's how it works.
Just a little bit of murder. Just a little bit of murder.
Just a smidge, it makes the relationship interesting.
That's just how every relationship is. One is a mass murderer, and the other one is the person that has to clean up their mess all the time.
Right.
I don't know what relationship you're talking about if it doesn't have that. I mean,
I know.
Yeah, you're
the psychotic one, okay? Not us.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap things up.
With the gays more.
No, not the gays.
I'm moping.
we're gonna wrap this up. I have a feeling everyone kind of enjoyed this, so this might become one of the Wednesday shows that I do now.
Wednesday shows.
Yep.
Woo.
So
Wednesday shows.
next time I have a feeling it's gonna be
May.
it's gonna
Okay.
be either
It's gonna be May.
it's either gonna be a certain movie we all like or a certain show that we all like. Or
And
a
you can
certain
put
show
comments
that
right
I
now,
think
chat.
Yeah,
only a
you can
certain-
recommend.
yeah.
Put it in the chat box. Relatable interactive comment. Okay.
I hate you
if,
so much.
if you guys in chat want to put in a suggestion, I
Legally
do
required.
have
It's not a will.
I
not free
do
will.
have a Twitter at Aiden Hellspawn.
Oh heck.
Did you have Twitter?
Yeah, I have a Twitter.
Dude, you're gonna get canceled.
If you want
I don't know
to
how Twitter works.
if you want to come in and say, hey, do this show or do this movie, tell me on there, and we'll put it in a little suggestion box.
We'll put
We
it in a
definitely
hat,
will. We're not
and
like
then
other
pick
people,
all of
man.
them.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We'll
It
put
will
them all
100%.
paper.
It will also have to be something that we've either the majority of us have seen,
Or at least heard of, like.
yeah, or something
Yeah.
we can quickly watch. Like movies are going to be easy to do because that'll
Or like
be
a
like
show with one season. Like.
yeah, or one season of a show. I mean, doing the
But
kind
some
of one
shows
season.
are really short. I remember I found this one anime where it's like about a cat, and each episode was 3 minutes long. I'm like, I have no idea what the hell is happening, but this cat is adorable.
But I love it, man.
Yeah.
So,
So
years ago.
unfortunately, something as long as like Supernatural or
Oh, but Supernatural is worth it, though. That's a good show.
I mean,
or
the
something
podcast
as
are both.
long as like Dragon Ball Z or
Too many
something
dragons.
yeah, something where it's
How dare you?
it's like 600 hours of show. That's going to be really hard for us to do. But
Never
Under
seen too many
2 days
we
of
will
watching.
100% will love to hear what you guys would like us to talk about.
Also,
hopefully,
I
books are
love
on the table.
suggestions.
yeah.
Suggestions make me happy because I can't think for myself, so it's all good.
Also, books are on the table. I read a concerning amount of books. I can
And
talk.
she'll
I can
tell
talk
me what
about
happens
books.
in the book.
I
So.
would say if it's
Yeah.
a book I've read, yes, but I cannot read books
There
quickly.
are certain books I'll say yes to, like The Princess Bride. I would love to talk about.
Dude, I read the dictionary. I could talk about that all day.
Dude, my wife is so weird, but it's true.
Yeah.
Oh, shush! I
But,
legitimately read
yeah.
the dictionary in like 5th grade.
So
Big brain.
yeah, Twitter at Aiden Hellspawn. Just
Slap a thing in there. Tell us what you think.
Sprinkle in some letters.
Yeah, just
Aggressive?
slap a thing down, and we'll try and put it in. Hopefully,
Definitely
we can
will
get
look at
the entire Fantastic Four in. But yeah,
Somebody might have to be murdered, so
I mean,
I don't know if
hey,
I'll go on a killing spree like the beginning of this podcast, but you know.
The Fantastic Four eventually did come together, didn't we? I mean,
yeah.
as soon as I mentioned Kingdom
Disappearance.
Hearts.
Look, you mentioned
The
Kingdom
best
Hearts,
appearance.
and I'm there. I don't care if I know what the show is or not.
listen, she's just here for
Heart.
the fun now.
Yeah. So so that's gonna be it. We're definitely gonna do this more often now.
Yes.
And yeah.
Should we do like a one-word summary of what we like, a one-sentence summary of what we feel about the show?
And then one word.
5 words.
5 words. Oh,
5
God
words. Bell, go.
Wait, okay.
Thank you.
Is amazing. Almost every time, but that's one. Okay. Anyways, that's yeah.
Okay. Kat. 5
Okay.
words.
How to write good gays.
Good case.
Specifically Catcher in the Door, though. Their love interest arc was
Alright,
really, I liked it a lot.
Sunny. 5 words.
Much kidnapping, much confusion, Roxas.
Are you Doge? Much confusion. Very kidnapped.
Much confusion. Very kid.
Lots of kidnapping? Question mark.
Yeah.
In all like comic stands.
I'm gonna end it by saying, could have been great show.
Damn, okay, you don't have to stab the writer to the neck like that, dude.
Damn.
Hey, look, there's shows that I could absolutely just drag through the mud. And so many people drag She-Ra through the mud. I'm giving it the benefit of saying it had a lot that was really good in it, but just couldn't cross the finish line.
Shut up, it got there, it's gay.
Yeah. Did you not hear my segmented 15-minute rant about how much I love their love art?
Did you not hear it? I feel like I definitely heard it.
I heard it. You can't change my mind on how I view that, though.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? We try.
Yeah. I will give you this. I 100% respect your opinion on it.
Thank you. I
And
respect
your opinion is 100% valid, but I can't change my mind on those two relationship.
And that is fair. I respect that you respect this.
I just like any slow burn romance ever. It's like my favorite thing.
Issues.
I'm so alone. But
which they have a really good slow burning romance in Kipo. Hey guys, you should watch Kipo. Definitely watch Kipo. Kipo. Okay, that's it.
Copyright.
You sound like you're like promoted by them or something.
Another good show.
This stream is
watch on Netflix.
Sponsored by Netflix. I am not sponsored by them, but it's like
probably nor will we ever be.
It's like MatPat and Diet Coke. I want people to like it. But okay. This has been like a 10-minute goodbye. So I hope you all enjoyed.
And if you didn't, well, I'm sorry. That's all I have to say.
I hope you guys all enjoyed. Tomorrow I will be going in and doing a normal Wednesday. This podcast will probably come up again after probably the Bed Wars and Zombies again. We'll probably do this podcast.
Yes.
All depending. So I will see you guys tomorrow, Sunday. I have no idea what we're doing on Sunday.
We're going to be reading those recommendations you put on the Twitter.
Oh, I'm going to be reading the recommendations as they come in.
And if you don't put any, I'll be gently sad.
Yeah.
Gently. And I'll aggressively be sad. So, you know, we can...
So, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. So, goodbye.
Goodbye, you lovely gremlins. Why do I call them gremlins?
I don't know.
My god.
My chat are my minions, not gremlins.
I'll refer to my